We begin with President Trump's visit to El Paso earlier today after the deaths of 22 people over the weekend. He today met with Texas leaders, first responders, and some of the survivors. We have live TV coverage tonight in El Paso. Andrea Lucia was right in the middle of some heated clashes between protesters and the president's visit and those in support. Ken Molestina saw it all as well. Ken, let's start off with you tonight and what this day was like.
Yeah, good evening to you, Doug, from El Paso. You know, the president's visit caused a lot of controversy, a lot of tension for the people here in El Paso, for both supporters of his and opponents of his. There was an overwhelming sentiment here that the people of El Paso did not want him in their city earlier today, but despite that, the president was here for about 3 hours earlier today. Air Force One landed in El Paso 4 days after the mass shooting that killed 22 people. The president, accompanied by the First Lady, spent several hours meeting with elected leaders, victims of the attack, and first responders.
And you saved them. You did a good job. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Prior to his arrival, emotions and tempers flared at the site of the vigil, where Trump supporters and opponents clashed.
Why can't you and I talk?
I want to talk.
Okay, but see, why can't these people understand that?
Because right now, you're making people uncomfortable with it.
No, I'm not.
He's causing problems. Take him out.
Wait, now I'm causing problems because I'm speaking against you? Because I'm speaking against you?
Are you a white supremacist?
Yes, you are. Actually, I'm a United States Marine and you're a idiot. You are
Many in this community openly blame President Donald Trump for inspiring the shooting. They believe his rhetoric on immigration and Hispanic communities may have encouraged the attacker.
We cannot sit here and call this racism. This was not racism. This was craziness.
The president coming here is to bathe in the blood bath of a glory that he created.
Now that the presidential visit is over, the focus is on the funerals that will follow for the 22 lives lost.
We're going to pull through eventually, I know, but I know we're coming together as a community to stay strong.
Back out live here, I can tell you that since the president left town, again, the focus turned on the victims once again, on the memorials, on the vigils that are being held here. The crowds have been coming out here really in droves the past couple of days, and it's been no different tonight here, Doug. I'm told that one of the funerals has already taken place, and that was for one of the 7 Mexican citizens that was killed. That funeral happened just across the border in Ciudad Juarez. The rest of the funerals, we're told, will be free of charge. A local nonprofit here in El Paso has worked out a deal with the funeral homes here who are donating those services to the families. So again, the next step in all of this will now be the funerals as this community says goodbye to those 22 lives lost. Live in El Paso, Ken Molestina, CBS 11.
I was going to say, such a help with the burden, obviously, dealing with the cost. Ken, thank you. We caught wind of that. Glad you confirmed that. Andrea Lucia, let's go to you now, continuing our team coverage tonight. Tell us about being right in the middle of 2 very passionate sides that you saw today during the president's visit.
Yeah, well, what a contrast, Doug. All week we have seen this community united. Today we saw people divided and fighting. President Donald Trump came to the hospital here to visit with staff and at least one of the victims who was wounded in Saturday's shooting. Outside here, people came to voice their feelings about his presence here.
No more complacency!
Stop white supremacy!
No more complacency!
Stop white supremacy! Trump 2020! Trump 2020! Trump 2020!
Sharing the same sidewalk, Trump supporters and protesters clashed in front of the hospital where the president came to visit wounded victims.
Crawl back into the hole that you crawled out of!
El Paso police officers in riot gear filled the street, forming an imposing presence before the divided crowd.
Do you think that this is bringing people together?
You think your president is bringing people together?
Earlier in the afternoon, hundreds had gathered half a mile away to send a message.
Donald Trump, your hatred, your racism, and your bigotry are not welcome here.
I don't feel like he sees us as his people. He sees us as just, I guess, pawn.
At the hospital, a smaller crowd formed to greet the president.
We feel the hate from that rally over there. That is a political rally over there. This is not supposed to be political. We're supposed to be supporting the people that got hurt.
You're saying they're political, you're not political.
Well, no, because we're supporting the president.
As the two groups with strongly opposing views converged, tensions remained high for well over an hour until the president's departure. At times it did seem like things might turn physical. We did not see that happen. But one woman I spoke to told me that she was nervous out here for a very different reason. She said ever since Saturday's shooting, she has been anxious whenever she is somewhere that there is a crowd, feeling like it might become a target. And she is not the only one who shared that sentiment with me. Reporting live in El Paso, Andrea Lucia, CBS 11 News.
I bet you a whole lot of people are shaking their heads in agreement with that statement. Andrea, thank you so very much, and to Ken Molestina as well. Television cameras were not allowed technically inside the hospital in El Paso during the president's visit, but there was a pool camera in there. The president tweeted this video out tonight showing his meeting with doctors and nurses and patients, some of them still recovering from Saturday's shooting. Before traveling out to El Paso, we do know the president was in Dayton, Ohio, stopped there. That, of course, the site of Sunday morning's shooting that killed 9 people at a crowded bar. He also spent time visiting with patients in a nearby hospital who were hurt during that very same shooting.